Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we are finally playing a Nickelodeon game. As far as this whole Operation Nostalgia thing, where I'm playing games I played when I was younger. You know, we've done Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes, and we've done, like, Disney stuff. We finally made it to Nickelodeon. It's about time. But anyways, so there was a cutscene just now that I probably skipped. It was just introducing, like, nothing actually happened. It was just introducing the characters that'll be in the game. And it did it by showing clips from the show, which means I probably shouldn't show those. Yeah, so even though they were really blurry, so I probably could, but I'm probably not going to. But you already know if I did or not. But anyways, let's just get started here. Now, I actually already had a failed recording of this because I failed to properly show the first cutscene. Because it's really weird. I'll explain how the cutscenes work when, like, once we've gotten through one. But anyways, I haven't played this game in ages. I barely remember it. And, I don't think I ever beat it when I was younger, actually. Maybe I did. But yeah, I did briefly skim through the manual. I didn't read it fully, but I skimmed through it just to see if there was anything important that I should know, and I'm glad I did, because now I know about some bonus levels I'm gonna have to unlock, which maybe they'll explain in the game, but either way, I know about them now, so I'll be able to unlock them. Hopefully. But anyways, let's just get started.
Here we are at Bikini Bottom, and today we will be following my favorite creature, SpongeBob SquarePants, on his adventures around Bikini Bottom. Today, he is in search of the best birthday present ever for his best friend, Patrick. The question is, how far will he go for his best friend?
Gary, I just had a great idea about what to get Patrick for his birthday.
Oh, no, not you again. Just keep the noise down. What do you want?
It's my best friend Patrick's birthday, and a signed photo of his favorite superheroes would be the best thing ever.
Well, we are a bit busy right now. No rest for superheroes. Well, I know that Mermaid Man might consider signing one for a superhero snack.
Yeah. Peanut butter, tomatoes, jelly.
Like a calculator, you can count on it. Meow.
Yeah, so see, the way that those cutscenes work is that, you know, sometimes you have to press down to see more text, and sometimes you have to press X to move on to the next bit of narrated dialogue. And I just figured pressing X would move on to the next text, and it ended up, you know, skipping some narration. So that's why I had to redo this, but yeah, it looks like we've got, I know there's like 5 different worlds here, just because it showed that in the manual, and apparently in the first world, to unlock the bonus level, you have to get 60% of the golden spatulas, and then in the second world, to get that bonus level, you have to get 70, And then the next level you gotta get 80, then 90, then 100. Now, it says 0 out of 100 here, so maybe there's 100 in each level, which if it keeps track of how many you have, then I guess I'm gonna want to get them all anyways. But anyways, let's move on to the first level. Oh, and apparently I can save whenever I want from this menu. Let's just make sure I have enough room in my memory card. Okay, I don't know how much space it takes up, but it was small enough to fit. So now let's actually begin a level. Bikini Bottom Jelly Fields.
Hi, Squidward. Ready for another great day together, friend?
Today's Sunday, SpongeBob. Forget the Krusty Krab. Hey, moron, why don't you take your net?
Seriously? Can I talk to him again? Can I exit out? So anyways, a lot of bad things happened there. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Oh, did it actually exit the full game, not just the level? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So yeah, a lot of things happened there. First of all, I didn't know how to attack. I was distracted by the fact that they called the level Jelly Fields instead of Jellyfish Fields. And then I accidentally skipped Squidward's dialogue, because... Man, anyways, let's pretend all that didn't happen. But yeah, I didn't know how to attack because I didn't have my net. I also didn't have analog enabled, but I kind of want to use the D-pad anyways. Do they not hurt me?
Hi, Squidward. Ready for another great day together, friend?
Today's Sunday, SpongeBob. Forget the Krusty Krab. Hey, moron, why don't you take your net and go waste somebody else's time?
Hey, I can use this net to catch jellyfish and throw them at those annoying critters.
Alright, I'm learning how to actually do the cutscenes. So jellyfish really don't hurt, huh? I'm surprised. It looks like I can only hold up to 5, though. So we do have this pound move. Did he release jellyfish when I defeated him? That's interesting. Why can I put my net down? So these aren't permanent power-ups, I guess. Alright, the phone booth is a checkpoint. Have there ever been any phone booths in SpongeBob? Ooh, okay. So you drop these things when you get hurt. That's kind of scary, actually. I really hope I still have everything. it's gonna suck if I don't, but it doesn't seem like this would take too long to replay. Is this a pit of death? It probably is. I'm not going down there. Yeah, it looks like it was. Alright, what is this?
Yippee! Now to find the jar of peanut butter.
Oh, so that's part of the snack. I really hope I'm not missing any of these golden spatulas from taking damage. It looks like I am, which I'm not too happy about. Okay. Alright, so it looks like there's a specific item to find in each level, as well as 100 golden spatulas. Let's redo this one quick. I don't know if I just lost stuff because of taking damage.
Hi, Squid. Hey!
Or if maybe I missed a secret. I really don't know. But I'm gonna be extra careful to never get hurt now. Now that I know what it can do to your golden spatulas. I don't have any jellyfish. Are there any just roaming around here? Because I kind of don't want to move on without them. Feel like there's probably something bad down there, but there was, but he was further away, so it was fine. Like, maybe that one pit wasn't a pit of death, but I'm not gonna chance that unless I get to the end of the level again and I still don't have everything. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. That came out of nowhere. Okay, I see how this game is gonna be now. This game is gonna be a pain to 100%, isn't it? You know, I know I didn't do great at this game as a kid, but I figured it'd be pretty easy as an adult, but like, enemies just pop up so quickly.
Hey!
That 100%ing this game might actually end up being crazy. But, you know, I feel like I know this level pretty well now. So let's just speed on through and get to the next one. I'm not sure how long each world is. It looks like they're probably about, you know, they're probably about 6 levels each. Because it looks like 3 on the top row, 3 on the bottom row, but I'm not completely sure. Before I was thinking, you know, maybe get this game done in 5 videos, 1 for each world, but now we might have to double that. Where did the jellyfish go? Okay. I'm also trying to rush a bit now, because, like, we've been here long enough. But it seems like you have to be kind of patient with the platforming here. There is stuff below. Okay, well, I'm happy to have found this out. It also looks like there's some underpants over here, which might be a life. Yeah, it is. Okay. That makes sense. You keep SquarePants going with his square pants. I think we've got it this time. Get out of here. And there we go. We did it. So that took longer than I wanted it to, but I understand how the game works now, so hopefully we won't have any trouble from here on out. Although to get that sea nut butter, it looks like we've got to go to Sandy's tree dome. I remember this level being a pain when I was a kid, but it's probably a lot easier as an adult. I also don't have my net again, so yeah, they're not permanent power-ups.
SpongeBob, you silly old sponge! Try using your helmet!
Yeah, so this is essentially the same as an underwater level, except reverse, because it's SpongeBob. How do I use my helmet? So, like, normally you'd have to go into these tubs to, you know, get your air, your reverse air back. To get your water back, I guess. Oh, yeah, see, you can see my helmet, the water draining out of my helmet there. So we have to go in here and fill back up. I'm heading back down, so yeah, that little branch can bounce you apparently, that's good to know. But they do not give you a lot of time to figure this stuff out, it looks like. Please let me up. now we've got... Oh, You know what? Let's get out of here. Oh, this is gonna be a pain, isn't it? Because we've got timing-based things while we need to go fast, and if we get hit, then our golden spatulas go flying everywhere. And nobody wants that. This is gonna be awful to 100%, isn't it? I mean, I'll do it. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm going back down. Oh, okay. That sound popped up when I hit the ground, and the number 5 popped up. It made me think I took fall damage or something, but no, that was just the countdown for running out of water. Alright, we made it. Yeah, it's not as scary of a countdown as, you know, the Sonic the Hedgehog countdown, but it's still scary. Just because it means death. I'm not sure if those acorns can hit you when they bounce. I hope not. I don't like how close that acorn was to my little safe spot there. Okay, we're in the tree and we're being chased by some barrels or something. Is this Donkey Kong now? Oh gosh, they're still falling from above, even though I can't see where they're coming from. That's... Oh boy! This game is gonna be rough. I didn't realize how rough it would be.
SpongeBob.
Alright, let's give this another attempt. The thing about this level is since we're always climbing, or, you know, we're always in a vertical area, whether we're climbing or descending, that basically means a single hit and we can't 100% the level. And considering that stuff pops up out of nowhere in this level, like, you know, just falls from above, that is a problem. It's a big problem. And I still don't know if those acorns can hurt you on the bounce, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can. Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe they can't, but I don't want to take any chances. I really hope it's actually safe in here. I hate everything. Why would you make a safe spot that's not safe? That's exactly where the barrel goes. I did not expect there to be this much loading in this game. Thankfully, the loading screens are really fast. I mean, I just got done, you know, playing through Rayman 2 Revolution last week, where the loading screens were not fast, and there were many of them. Not as many as on here, but still many of them. Or at least they weren't as frequent on that game. But still decently frequent. And they were longer. And they always made me worried that the recording would screw up, which isn't a problem with this game. This game is one of those PlayStation games with good loading screens that don't screw up my recording. I don't really remember my cousin playing this game, but I remember that he tried to play it and that he didn't like it. And I can kinda see why. It's surprisingly difficult. That really looks like where a barrel would come out of. Thankfully it didn't. Where's the danger? I know there's danger. There's gotta be danger. Looks like we're just back to acorns.
Yippee! Now to find the kelp lettuce. Off to Fishhook's bark.
Oh my gosh, we did it. Why is level 2 this hard? This is stupid. But despite the pain, I am enjoying it. Oh. So maybe there are only 3 levels in a world, and yeah, there'd be no level where the SpongeBob logo is, so below this first level is probably a boss level. Maybe we will do a world in each video. Assuming that playing hooky doesn't take forever. But I mean, hey, since I quit instead of die, that means that I'm not losing any lives. I don't even know how you would lose lives. I don't know where your health is. It's probably like Sonic, where if you get hit without any golden spatulas, then you die. That would explain why you hear a beeping noise when you don't have any spatulas. Alright, so we're at Fishhook's Park, but I don't see any of the fish hooks yet. If I remember right, those just pull you up to the top of the screen, and you've got to jump off of them before you reach the top. So it's like falling into an endless pit, except the opposite. I don't want to know what that was. But surely we're gonna have to deal with more of them. Like this one. What are you? Whatever that yellow thing was, it was never in any SpongeBob episodes. I see a clam, and he's kind of scaring me. Because the thing is, like, you know, we'll lose our spatulas if we take any damage. And it's really easy to take damage when you don't know what things do. Like, can I touch them when they're closed? I'm guessing yes, but I don't actually know. And they're only closed for a very short amount of time. Okay. You can. That was terrifying. Don't ever make me do that again. The game's totally gonna make me do that again. Numerous times, I'm sure. Okay, looks like we're to the fish hooks. Do you get hurt from touching the bottom because it's pointy? It doesn't look like it. I was really scared to touch that, just because I know the consequences if I was wrong. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. There's gonna be golden spatulas up there, so you actually have to play hooky a bit. Let's just take the bottom route for now. Alright. That's the bottom route cleared. Is it gonna pull me up? Or is it just gonna hang around? Yeah, it's just gonna swing back and forth like that, it looks like. That one's totally gonna go up. It's kinda scary because you don't really know where the top of the screen is. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got everything there. That looks like spikes, so let's not go there. I don't know if there was anything up there, but... I mean... I think I've got everything so far. At least I hope I do. That moved me dangerously close to those spiky things. Are you kidding me? Thought we were gonna first try this. Okay. That level was taking a while too, but Now that we know what we're doing, hopefully it'll be faster. I definitely want to be stocked up on the jellyfish, because, man, everything is scary in this game. Oh no, this means I have to do the clams again. I don't want to do the clams again. I mean, thankfully that's decently early in the level, so if I screw it up, it's not the biggest of deals. I don't have any more. Ugh. I really hate these clams. Alright, so we can cheese this golden spatula by dipping the jellyfish down. By jumping on them at the right time. At least I could before. Please. I'm just gonna wait here. Okay. That was terrifying. So I'm pretty sure that was the only golden spatula. Get away. I'm pretty sure that was the only golden spatula that we had to go up on a hook for. So we shouldn't need to waste our time with that anymore. It's interesting how this game is like a mix of 2D and 3D. Like the characters and enemies and you know, the background and everything is 2D. But like the level that we're actually walking on is 3D, and I guess that was another golden spatula we had to go up for. Alright, we're just about back to where we were. Okay, so you can ride these hooks slowly down. That's good to know. Now, is there anything down here? It looks like there's a spatula down there. That was super close, and I hated it. And I hate these things. They terrify me. Partially because they could hit me. And partially because they're just ugly. This is the last of the golden spatulas. We just have to not get hit. Oh my gosh! I hate everything. I totally forgot that that guy was there. Stuff in this game just comes out of nowhere. This game is asking a lot of me. Alright, let's speed run this. I say as I'm slowly inching down because I know my doom awaits. Okay, there's no spatulas down there, so we don't even need to worry about that. Can I just... I wanted to know if I could pound that guy, but I never got the chance to try. Oh boy. You know, I did not expect this video to be this long. This is just 3 levels. Okay, so you can pound them. Oh my gosh, I'm taking way too many risks right now. Like at this point, I just want to get through it. So I'm playing dangerously, and I really shouldn't be. I wonder if those clams can open their mouth while you're on them. I'm sure as heck not gonna test it. You've got to be kidding me. I hate that stupid thing. You know, and I thought this would be in the era where, you know, they would actually make, you know, kids' games easy. But no, they still decided to make it super hard. I mean, sure, it'd be a lot easier if I wasn't going for 100%, like I always do. But let's be real here, for a kid, just getting through these levels would be hard. I could probably just jump down, but I'm not taking any risks this late into the level. I'm taking both of you out now. I'm not gonna let you ruin this for me. And assuming that they don't respawn...
Now to find the bread. But where? I know! Bikini Bottom has loads of bread!
Is there another actual level? There's another actual level. Oh no. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. In the next video, we will do the rest of Chapter 1. What have I gotten myself into? It's not as hard as The Lion King. I'm just gonna say that right now. This 100%ing this game is not as hard as beating The Lion King. It's not even as hard as beating Toy Story legit, which I did not do, but I didn't beat The Lion King legit either, so... But anyways, yeah, we will 100% this game. We'll get through it. It's gonna be frustrating, but it's still gonna be fun. And that's what's important. So anyways, yeah. Next time, we'll be finishing Chapter 1. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.